roughly 18 million South Africans go hungry every day. Now, that's a huge statistic. I mean, you and I are probably sitting warm, comfortably somewhere with at least a coffee machine or somebody making a cup of coffee or tea for us, or have the ability to do that. But 18 million South Africans don't even have that, what we see as an everyday ordinary thing, that sort of luxury, or even are able to have a single meal a day. So we're very, very blessed, many of us. And then the second thing is that roughly 10 million tons of good food goes to waste everywhere, is thrown away. And I must admit, a couple of years ago, I did a travel sector through the US, went to go have a look at transportation and what have you there, and I was absolutely gobsmacked at the amount of food wastage that happened in the States. And as I say, I'm talking about 8 years ago. I couldn't believe at these fast food restaurants or diners you would see the amount of food thrown away. And it's actually really, really shocking. So that's the sort of the background. This morning we have two learned gentlemen. One is Ozzy Osbourne. You should all know. Oh no, sorry, not Ozzy. I thought he was going to sing to us. One is Ozzy, the other is Jacques, and they have been around for some time, both in retail and industry and in operations, but very, very important fellows in SA Harvest, and making sure that they can get to at least some of those 18 million people who require a meal a day, and that at least some part of that 10 million tons of good food that's thrown away is not thrown away. And you'll see quite often the RFA asks you through emails and WhatsApp groups if you don't have a spare truck or a spare container or an empty load going somewhere to take some nachos or oranges or whatever the food might be to the points from which they distribute. So it's SA Harvest is a critical part of ensuring that people get food today. I think I've said enough. Ozzy, Jacques, over to you.
Gavin, I must first say thank you for all those compliments. Yes, and absolute privilege just to be chatting a little bit about SA Harvest, our story with road freight, and how we believe we can build this amazing collaborative effort to address some of the issues in South Africa, but also to give a lot of purpose to the industry. And we brought Jacques with us. I think a lot of people on this call must probably recognize Jacques, and I would love for Jacques to just have a little bit of an introduction to who he is and why he's decided to lend a shoulder and a hand to SA Harvest.
Thank you so much, Ozzy, and Gavin, thank you so much for the opportunity today. So yes, previously in the corporate arena, worked for a business by the name of Unitrans, which I'm still very fond of. I think my blood will forever be blue. Decided to exit the corporate arena a little bit more than a year ago already. Time flies. And during my travels in the States, started doing this 40 coffee concept where I reached out to individuals in the market across various industries that I thought was doing good, really just wanting to be part of something bigger than myself. Had the wonderful opportunity to sit down with a gentleman by the name of Ozzy Nell, and very shortly after our discussions I knew that this is something that I needed to be part of. So founder of a company called Innovative Operational Excellence Solutions, and really I'm here today to just share the story and my involvement with SA Harvest over the past few months and how collectively we're trying to create that collaboration in order to be able to achieve the outcomes. Thanks, Ozzy.
Thanks, Jacques. Now maybe if I can just take everyone a step back and just give a little bit of a short introduction to SA Harvest and what we do. So we are the sister company of Oz Harvest in Australia, founded by a gentleman by the name of Alan Brody, who grew up with Ronnie Khan, who runs Oz Harvest, which is now also in New Zealand, they're in the UK, they're in Japan, Hong Kong, and Vietnam. And ideally, we're a food rescue organization. So we play in the food value chain. You can look at us as a smaller logistics business that we collect surplus stock that does not make it onto retail shelves, and we redistribute this to community-based organizations all over South Africa at scale. These type of organizations, they vary from ECDs, your early childhood development centers. We do a lot of shelters. We've got larger organizations that we support that have their own small logistics capabilities, but they also have warehousing. And through this, we are able to move thousands of kilograms of nutritious edible food out of the value chain into these community-based organizations, which then turn it into meals for a lot of marginalized communities. And that's really at our core.